Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we'll talk about this crazy manipulation that happened this week on US 30 and QES. The whole market was being manipulated. This is basically what people that don't know how the market moves will tell you, and that thing because they lost money, it means that the market is manipulated. And I'm here to tell you, manipulation or not, the market is showing you something, right? If the market is showing you, regardless of if it's being manipulated or not, if the market is showing you that we're bullish. It doesn't matter if you think the market should go down and you short it because you think who decides whether or not the market is manipulated. If the concepts you're learning are not good, when it doesn't play out, of course you're gonna think the market is being manipulated. And it may be or maybe not, but at the end of the day, the market is showing you something, so you should learn how to read it. Okay? You go into social media, you'll see tons of comments talking about how the market is being manipulated. Right here. You can see this market. I'm utterly ruined. This manipulated move must be investigated. And it's just a rally, right? Big crash Monday in the stock market, minus 500 points gap down expected. I mean, we don't know if this is actually going to happen, but it doesn't really matter. The stock market will be bloody red tomorrow, folks. The stock market is being artificially moved, but they can't keep this manipulation forever. The crash will be remembered. The stock market is a scam. Manipulation every single day. This is the largest stock market manipulation in history. Someone needs to go jail for this. To go to jail for this. Same thing. This is the biggest market manipulation in history. Someone should go to jail for this. It's actually funny reading these comments. And yeah, exactly. If it's manipulated or not, it doesn't really matter. I don't like to call it manipulation, because the market is it's gonna do what it wants to do. So you either play the game or not, right? It's America. Everything is fake. Once you understand that, you'll be smarter and make better decisions. Everything is fake and controlled, including your gold. Wake up, boomer! You see, like this, this kind of comments. It doesn't matter. The market is showing you one thing, so you either play the game or not. You either cry about it and act like the market it's against you, and because maybe you learn some concepts, so you think those concepts have to hold, which they most of the time they don't, because I mean you have to learn statistics, but also because probably what you're learning is garbage. With the inverse fair value gaps and all that, like, I have nothing against it, but they have a very basic understanding that they make it look very advanced, but in reality it's just something a 5-year-old could do. And I'm not saying this is also very simple. The thing is, you should at least make it good. A lot of people on the weekly, let's just go into the weekly. This is where the week started, right? A lot of people at this moment thought market comes down, it broke once to the downside, so it must mean that we're gonna keep moving lower. Just like this. Oh, the market started right here. We're gonna come down here, and then we're gonna come up. Wrong. Okay. Why? If you look at this chart, in this moment, remove this last candle, right? We start the week right over here in the second candle, coming up to this third candle. What do you see? I see two big candles to the upside, and I see a choppy move to the downside, which you will see on the daily later. And I see a very strong move overall. With overall bullish, the past 2 weeks we saw two big candles. So what does it mean? I mean, you can make predictions all you want. You can think the market is coming down all you want. But as of now, just remember you're a trader. You're not supposed to predict the market. I don't know what the market's going to do. I know what to do, though, when the market shows with a specific criteria. I may also not know what the market's going to do, but I'm usually right when it comes to direction. But again, it can just easily not play out, and that's okay. Why? Because I will wait for my criteria to be present for me to trade. So if my context is not there, I don't do anything. right? And that's why it doesn't matter if I can predict the market or not. Even though I'm usually right, it doesn't really matter, because if there is something in, if the content, if there is something showing up, I trade it, and if there is not, I don't. And it's as simple as that. So that is the first mistake that people make. They try to predict what the market is doing, and that's a big mistake. You only show up where the market, when the market is doing what you want it to do, right? So again, the weekly is overall bullish. We only broke once, which doesn't mean anything, by the way. Just look at the price history. One break to the downside doesn't mean anything. And usually, shorting this market is a bad idea. So I don't think you should almost never be shorting this market. Like, this is not something I will do. But you can maybe do it for short periods of time. Anyways, you see this market on the weekly. And again, choppy to the downside, overall bullish, two big candles previously. Not only big, they're very clean. They live in balance right over here. Supply and demand on everything. Now let's go into the daily. And by the way, this is on every single one of these. ES, NQ, YM on NQ, it didn't even break the low, right? So let's go to the daily on YM. What do you see? I see a very choppy market to the downside. The 200 EMA plays around here and then comes back. This 200 EMA helps a lot for direction, so you might want to add it to your repertory, because it helps a lot to decide the overall direction, right? And usually you wait for a little bit of confirmation. For example, if it just broke right here, if the 200 EMA is above, it means we're changing direction for the bearish, and when the 200 EMA is below, it means we're bullish. So right here, you might think that we're going bearish, but it's just best to wait here for reconfirmation. And if we keep moving down, then that's where you can be looking for sales. But what does it do? Choppy market to the downside, overall bullish, leaves an S&D not only once but twice. One S&D, two S&Ds, imbalance, and it actually fills the imbalance. By the way, I don't use the imbalance like or fair value gaps, that's how people call it. I don't call them that because I didn't learn them like that, and I don't use them in the same way, so I don't call them like that. It's just an overall proof of what the market is doing. It's overall context that I use. It helps me decide the market is clean or not. But we see all these things, and it's clearly bullish, right? Look at this one. Look at NQ. Choppy to the downside. First S&D, second S&D. There's actually a very strong candle over here. What does it do now here? Big candle to the upside, imbalance, then fills it even, and comes back up. What about this one? Choppy market to the downside, double S&D zone right over here first, second, imbalance, then touches the imbalance, fills it, and we keep moving up, right? So on the daily, on the weekly, it's clearly bullish. So clearly you're gonna be expecting bullishness. Not only that, when the week started, we were pulling back into the EMA 10, which it's a great sign. It shows momentum. We start moving up. All the EMAs are below price, and when this happens, it's a clear trending market, or at least it's about to be a very good, not only trending but with lots of momentum, especially when the EMA 10 and 20 it's holding price, right? It's surfing price, and this is what's happening. The EMA 10 holds and then comes back up. Okay, we're going to stage 1 short term and then stage 2, and we profited all the way from here to here on multiple assets, especially YM. Okay, everything is exactly the same, and as you can see, it's leaving supply and demand zone after supply and demand zone, like right over here, right over here. On NQ it didn't, but it's just full of imbalance right over here, here, like insane. Supply and demand zone here, balance, imbalance everywhere, right? So what do you think is going to happen? I'm going to look on the 1 hour time frame, which was my higher time frame for my strategy. And you could be trading this, you could be trading this, you could be trading this, stage 2s. You could be trading this. All of this was tradable. And I actually think I traded NQ and ES, sorry, and YM or US30, however you want to call it. This was my best trade of the week. And actually, I missed tons of setups. There was tons of setups this week. This was around an 8 RR, which was great. Again, bullish, as bullish as ever, because I mean that's what the market is showing you. And here we got a 3 RR trade. I traded. I think maybe I traded once. I got one more win. I'm not sure, but it was around a total of 13 RR. So you can see what the market will do for you if you follow what the market is doing, right? If you follow what the market is giving you, like the market is leaving clues, the market is leaving a blueprint, the market is giving you signs, and it's not as simple as market comes down, so means market will keep coming down. Like no, market only broke once or twice, and it doesn't mean that the market will keep moving down. Uh, you know, downside. But yeah, this is what the market is showing you. So you must. I mean, there is no other way. You're either gonna go against the trend, or you're gonna go with the trend and get your gains, right? If you're a bearish trader, you didn't trade this week, most likely. If you're a trader that only goes bearish, you probably didn't trade this week. If if you understand how trends work. Again, one move to the downside doesn't mean anything, right? And again, I missed tons of trades this week. I profited from two, but you could have traded like 20 times this week on the 1 minute time frame. Okay. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned from this. I hope you guys, got some new clues to understand how the market moves. So, if you enjoyed, please smash the like button. And if you're interested in joining my mentorship, you can do that. But if not, all you need is these videos to learn. So thank you very much for being here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.